Hello sir, I am Kathleen Rose F. Labog from BS Ed. My topic is all about parts and functions of the cell. The first is nucleus. It regulates all the cell activities. When we say nucleus, it is a membrane-bound organelle that contains genetic material of eukaryotic organisms. As such, it serves to maintain the integrity of the cell by facilitating transcription and replication processes. The next is cell membrane. It is made out of phospholipids and proteins. The cell membrane is a biological membrane that separates the interior of the cells from the outside environment, which protects the cell from its environment. The next is mitochondrion, the site of cellular respiration powerhouse. Mitochondrion is a double membrane-bound organelle found in most eukaryotic organisms. Some cells in some multicellular organisms lack mitochondria. The next is rough endoplasmic reticulum. It contains ribosomes, transports proteins, and other materials. Rough endoplasmic reticulums, series of connected flattened sacs, part of a continuous membrane organelle within the cytoplasm of eukaryotic cells that plays a central role in the synthesis of proteins. The next is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It contains no ribosomes store proteins. When we say smooth endoplasmic reticulum or smooth ER, is an organelle found in both animal cells and plant cells. An organelle is a subunit within a cell that has a specialized function. The next is Golgi complex apparatus. It processes and packages proteins. Golgi apparatus, also known as the Golgi complex, Golgi body, or simply the Golgi, is an organelle found in most eukaryotic cells, part of the endomembrane system in the cytoplasms. It packages proteins into membrane-bound vesicles inside the cell before the vesicles are sent to their destination. The next is Nucleolus, the dark spot of chromatin in the nucleus where ribosomes are produced. Nucleolus is the distinct structure present in the nucleus of eukaryotic cells. Primarily, it participates in assembling the ribosomes, alteration of transfer RNA, and sensing cellular stress. The next is cytoplasm, the colloid that contains water and nutrients and supports the organelles. When we say cytoplasms, it is the gelatinous liquid that fills the inside of a cell. It is composed of water, salts, and various organic molecules. Next is organelles, the parts of a cell with a particular function. An organelle is a subcellular structure that has one or more specific jobs to perform in the cell, much like an organ does in the body. Among the more important cell organelles are the nuclei, which store genetic information. Prokaryotic, the cells with no true nucleus and no membrane-bound organelles. Prokaryotic is a cellular organism that lacks an enveloped enclosed nucleus. The word prokaryote comes from the Greek ripu and kapu in the two-impar system arising from the word of idiord. The next is eukaryotic, the cells that contain a true nucleus and membrane-bound organelles. When we say eukaryotic, are organisms whose cells have a nucleus enclosed within a nuclear envelope. And the next is Centrioles. It found only in animal cells, aid in cell division. In cell biology, a centriole is a cylindrical organelle composed mainly of a protein called tubulin. Centrioles are found in most eukaryotic cells. The next is ribosomes. It produces proteins. Ribosomes are minute particles consisting of RNA and associated proteins that functions to synthesize proteins. The next is chloroplast. It only found in plants, site of photosynthesis. Chloroplasts are organelles that conduct photosynthesis, where the photosynthetic pigment chlorophyll captures the energy from sunlight, converts it, and store in the energy storage molecule. The next is vacuoles, the large storage sacs found mainly in plants. A vacuole is a membrane-bound organelle. They are kind of vesicle. Vacuoles are closed sacs made of membranes with organic or organic molecules inside, such as enzymes. The next is cell wall, the structure in plants made of cellulose that is outside of the cell membrane. The cell wall is a structural layer surrounding some types of cell, just outside the cell membrane. The next is chromatin, the thin strands of DNA and proteins found in the nucleus of a cell. When we see chromatin, it is a substance within a chromosomes consisting of DNA and protein. The DNA carries the cell's genetic instructions. The next is the cell. It is the smallest unit of life. The cell, from Latin cella, meaning small room, is the basic structural, functional, and biological unit of all known organisms. A cell is the smallest unit of life. Cells are often called the building blocks of life. The study of cells is called cell biology, cellular biology, or cytology. The last is cytoskeleton, the long protein filaments in the cytosol that supports the cell. Cytoskeleton is a network of filaments and tubules that extends throughout a cell, through the cytoplasm, which is all the material within a cell except for the nucleus. And that's all. Thank you.